How's it going, everyone? I'm Daniel Rodriguez, and it's finally time to review DC's Legends of Tomorrow. This is a new show. It's a spinoff from Flash and Arrow that is on the CW. Series premiere, man. Season 1, Episode 1, titled Pilot Part 1. I wouldn't mind if it was a 2-hour-long premiere, guys, because next week is Pilot Part 2. I believe it's going to be a 10-episode run. It could be more than that, I'm not sure. But for now, I know that it's 10 episodes, at least from my knowledge. Awesome. We got people from The Flash, we got people from Arrow, and the new characters coming in. It's fantastic, guys. It's fantastic, man. The first episode's fun, it's exciting, choreography, the directing, everything about it is pretty fun. Is it a perfect show? Was it a perfect premiere? No, it has its problems, but for the most part, I mean, I like Flash, I love Arrow, I like Flash. And I think this is CW's doing it the right way, man. I love it. It's a big mega event having an ensemble cast. Let's get on to this. It's a spoiler review. Make sure you see the episode before. I don't want to spoil the episode, man. Get ready, man. It's almost like this should be on like a movie theater screen every Thursday, man. It's pretty big. So let's get on to this. Like I said, Season 1, Episode 1, Pilot Part 1. Here we go. I'm just going to recap the episode, 2 minutes. Pros, cons, final score. Thanks for joining me. If you're new to the channel, I review many TV shows and a lot of superhero TV shows. We're talking about Supergirl, Gotham, Agent Carter, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, The Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, much, much more. Next week is X-Files and Lucifer. Get ready for that. Walking Dead returns in a few weeks. Many more shows coming, guys. Get ready. It's the time to be alive, man. Let me tell you. TV and movies, fantastic. Deadpool in a few weeks. Ugh, y'all ready? I'm ready. How about that Batman v Superman, though? DC and Marvel, guys, come on. Very lucky, and we're very lucky to be getting this Agent Carter and Legends of Tomorrow the same week. Here we go. Rip Hunter is asking to time travel. He wants a ship so he could go and, go to the future or go to the past and get these 8 people. I don't think he told that, but he has like a council around him, and he's like, I need a ship, please. And, he's doing that whole thing. He's asking permission, basically. So anyway, he has Gideon. That's not the same Gideon. I think it's the same AI, obviously, from The Flash of Gideon, but it's not the same actress, Morena Baccarin, who's going to be Deadpool. She's also in Gotham, Jim Gordon's girlfriend. But it's a different actress, but Gideon's in here. I mean, you at least could say the character Gideon's in here. So he finds the Atom. The Atom is working for Arrow at the time, Green Arrow, Oliver Queen. And, of course, we see Atom kick some ass. He goes from the small Atom to huge size. He takes out 4 or 5 guards. That was really awesome. So Rip Hunter comes, flashes him. We got the Atom. He finds Sarah in Tibet. She's at a bar, drowning in her bottle, whatever. She kicks ass, man. Well, Rip Hunter comes to get her. We see Firestorm doing a mission, taking out this one guy. Rip Hunter gets Firestorm. Then we see Hawkman and Hawkgirl. They end up, he gets them, and then Heatwave and Captain Cold almost crashed into Rip Hunter, but he flashed them at the time. So, Rip Hunter gives them a speech. They wake up on the building, on top of a building, where Rip Hunter's like, in the future, you're not just, heroes. You're legends. And then they're all like, Ray Palmer's just like, really? I could get down with this, guys. We need to save the world from a man named Vandal Savage. I mean, it was pretty good, man. They're all on the, you could tell Jax, the other part of Firestorm, he's kind of like, and then Stein is like, you have my attention, He's going at it, man. So, anyway, he shows the future, the world is on fire 150 years later. The White Canary suit, Laurel's in here as well, little cameo from Kate Cassidy. And, of course, my Francisco made it. Well, White Canary comes in handy for Sarah, man. That's really awesome. Embrace the light. So, what was it? Stein knocks out Jax, because Jax is like, I'm not going, man. I'm not going back to Jakku. No, anyway. back to Stein. And Jax is like, no, I'm not going and everything. He's like, have a drink. Well, knock yourself out. You know? He falls to the ground. I knew that was happening. I was like, Stein, why do you have a bottle of like whiskey that's like poison to knock yourself out? Women come over. Is that your way, Stein? Where's your wife, Stein? Where is his wife anyway? So anyway, we meet the ship, the Wave Rider. They enter the ship. It is a rough ride. They time travel back to 1975. There they visit a historian where he meets Hawkman and Hawkgirl for he's met him in past lives. And well, I believe his name is Ellis. I'm just going to say the historian. The historian. He is Hawkgirl and Hawkman's son. That, I was like, what? Like, I didn't get it at first because I thought they were, like, related in some way, like brothers. Like, I don't know. He showed a photo and then he was like, I'm your son. I'm like, oh. Okay, well, alright. That's a good twist. I did not see that coming, man. So anyway, we meet the villain of the episode. You could say Kronos. He attacks the ship where Jax is on. He's the only one in there. Of course, Heatwave, Captain Cold, and Sarah went to a bar. And of course, Sarah and the guys are at the bar. Like I said, they're dancing. Or Sarah begins to dance. I'm like, all right, hey, Sarah's dancing. Oh, and then a bearded guy comes up. Hey, let's go out to the parking lot. I'm just like, what? Wait. She just starts to dance, and Captain Cold's all watching, and then this guy comes, let's go to the parking lot. It was just so random. I'm like, really? You ruined the moment. Like, actually, Sarah was looking good dancing, and then you ruined the moment. Like, don't even give 5 seconds at least. You can give a chance, man. But either way, a fight breaks out, man. Then Captain Cold, Heatwave come in. I mean, it's a really cool fight. I love the 70s. I love the 70s too, man. Hey, if I could go back, man, and Jax is all like, I want to go back to 2016. No, man. The 70s, bruh. I'd stay there, man. Anyway, so they fight against Kronos. Hawkgirl and Hawkman's son is injured. You know, his stomach's a little bit injured, I guess, from an explosion. But Rip Hunter has an awesome revolver, dude. It's a blaster. It's amazing. So they end up leaving in 1975. Rip Hunter reveals that he is no longer a Time Lord. His son was killed. And that was the opening of the episode where Vandal Savage comes out and he ends up killing this little boy named Jonas. My name is Jonas. Anyway. So that was Rip Hunter's son and wife, so his family was slaughtered by Vandal Savage. You know the way Vandal Savage talks like this. You don't really talk about it. He has this type of voice that he does this, and it's pretty funny. And not the accent, but the way he does his face and his beard and his very haircutted hair. Very new, fresh haircut, by the way. Anyway, so his son was killed. And at the same time, when he's talking about that, Hawkman and Hawkgirl's son ends up dying. We don't see it on screen, but he's ends up dying slowly from the explosion. So they all think, because it turns out they're not legends in the future. They're the opposite of being legends, way in the future. So they're kind of thinking, well, should we go back home and just go back to our regular lives, or we could control our fate. We could choose our own destiny. And they end up riding with Rip Hunter. They're going to continue their fight to Vandal Savage. So Savage is in 1975, and he goes to this bomb, and he's like, one war at a time. My best impression sucks. How did I think, well, not how, what did I think about this episode of Legends of Tomorrow? First off, let me give you the pros, let me give you the good stuff, then I'll give you the bad stuff. Let's get on with the good. I will say the tone of the episode, man. I love the tone of the episode. It's not too dark, but it's not too bright. It's just in the middle. It's funny. It's very funny. Heatwave makes me laugh so much. Stein made me laugh. Rip Hunter made me laugh. Or I think Rip Hunter, one of those. I know Stein and Heatwave made me laugh the most. Even Ray sometimes. It's a very funny show without it being so funny. They have that nice comedic element into it. And like I said, the tone, the directing of the episode was really good. It wasn't fantastic, but it was a good premiere for directing, man. I will say the characters, the way that they introduce the characters, the way they introduce Ray, introduce Sarah, Hawkman, Hawkgirl, all of them, the way that they introduce the characters and they're on their own personal missions, I think that was really cool. I think that was really organized well. And I will say that it kind of every character gets a good amount of screen time. It's not like one character is just, 2 minutes of screen time. Adam gets 2 minutes. No, they all get good screen time together, man. And the way they introduced Rip Hunter as well. Rip Hunter is a really cool character, man. He's almost like the future Constantine in a sort of way, but yet he doesn't exorcise demons and all that. He's a time traveler, so that's a cool thing. I like that about Rip Hunter, man. And I love his blaster. His gun is epic, the way he used it against Kronos. That was awesome. The effects, the practical effects, and the CGI effects in here. There are a few CGI effects that were like, ooh, but 85%, 90% of the episode, the effects were brilliant. They were awesome for what the CW could do. The ship, the Wave Rider, the effects on there were awesome. I love the practical interior effects. And just the design, it's like a Star Trek sort of design. I really like that, man. I like that whole feeling there. Ray Palmer, dude, freaking Brandon Routh, man. He is awesome in here. He's comedic. He's really emotional. He brings that emotional core. Like, my life didn't mean anything when I died, or when people thought I died. No one cared. My technology, everything that I created, no one cared. And that emotion there, I dropped 2-3 tears, like 2-3 scenes that I cried. In this, like when Rip Hunter's holding the sun, I cried. There are things that hit me emotionally to the core, and the dialogue, the way it's written. Now, not every dialogue is so, picture perfect, clear, beautiful type of thing. No, there is a few little dialogue that are like gross, but other than that, there is some really good dialogue in this episode, and it brings that emotional tension to it. I care for these characters. I don't want to see them get hurt. I want to see them become legends. I'm in for the ride for them to become legends. I don't want to see them go downhill. I want to see them go uphill. I want to see them succeed. That's why I'm watching this. I'm not watching them to be like, God damn, I hope they all die in a fiery pit. No, I'm like, come on, let's beat Daniel. I'm messing up here. Let's defeat Vandal Savage, and Vandal's just over there in the area. One war at a time. But then, they're all struggling. You got Flash villains. You got Arrow sidekick. Well, not really sidekick. He's just a guy that was from Arrow. And then you got you got heroes. You got villains all coming together. Time travelers, scientists. Everything coming together just to stop this one immortal man, Vandal Savage. Really awesome. The music in here as well, guys. I do have to say the 70s music, man, really worked out well. I like that. They don't do that much on Arrow and Flash. And the score as well. I don't know if that's an original score that they did, but when Rip Hunter was holding his son, that score was just beautiful. The music is what makes the emotional scenes even more emotional. Heatwave was very funny in here. I love him. Every line, he's like, "Hey, Stein, what did you roofie him with? Like, was that roofies? It wasn't roofies. Oh, I'm not judging you." God damn it, Heatwave. Always Heatwave, man. Like I said, dialogue funny. The Atom suit, guys. The Atom suit and the way that he used it and when he became from the Atom to the Big, he hits him. That was awesome as well. So yeah, that's the pros, man. Now the cons of the episode. First off, where are the suits? How did Hawkgirl and Hawkman put on their suits if I didn't see them go to the ship? First off, how did they get the Atom suit and all that on the ship if they weren't carrying anything? Were they carrying all that stuff when they went? I don't think they were carrying it to the ship. How did they get all their suit stuff? I don't understand how all their stuff disappeared on the plane or on the ship. The White Canary suit was already made. Why did we not know about this in Arrow? Why did we not know about this in anything? When did Cisco ever be like, well, your sister may be coming back as a hero. Let's just create a White Canary costume. And it'll be white. It won't be black. You have black. You have that kinky bondage look, and I love it. Now let's go to the white that's not that sexy. But, Sarah Lotz is back or whatever. Sarah Lance and, Katie Lotz. The girl that almost looks like that girl from Falling Skies, but it's not that same girl. The Maggie girl from Falling Skies, the one who has cancer, wears a wig. Not that girl. Almost looks like Katie Lotz. That type of thing, So I don't know where, the suit just came out of nowhere like, oh, well, we have it for you. Well, we didn't see it in season 4 of Arrow. I mean, where'd it come from, honestly? But I do like the costume. I'm not saying it's bad. White Canary looks pretty awesome, but she's wearing it all the time. I'm like, shouldn't you just wear it when, there's a mission? And Kronos. I didn't like Kronos, man. He's just almost like, and Captain Cold mentions Boba Fett. That was pretty awesome. Boba Fett. Anyway, Kronos, he's just like, You are not part of the time, blah, blah, blah. Pew, pew. It's just, I don't know. I don't like Kronos. He was so cheesy. A guy in a costume. I just didn't... Every villain's a person in the costume, man. But still, I was like, really? Low-key, stop. Just stop, okay? Kronos, you're embarrassing yourself. And the ending of the episode, Vandal Savage just coming up in 1975. One war at a time. They tried to split the atom bomb. I thought he was like, well, let's split the atom. Split the atom, guys. The atom, Brendan Routh. Oh, gosh, I'm horrible at this. Oh, man, I'm horrible at jokes. Either way, I'm going to end up giving the series premiere of Legends of Tomorrow an A-. Thought it was great, guys. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't like, the greatest thing in the world. It was great. I loved Arrow this week. I loved Agent Carter this week. And I love Legends of Tomorrow. The Flash was aight. But, and Supergirl was pretty good. But this was great, man. It's just like Arrow where it really got me into it. I'm very happy for the show. I love the tone. I love the comedy. I love the drama. I love the emotion. Love the action. Love the set pieces. Love the budget. You know what I'm trying to say here. I can't wait for the next week's Legends of Tomorrow. I can't wait for the week after that, the week after that, the week after that, and the week after that. Gonna be fantastic, guys. I love the cast. Love the directing. And again, man, I love Marvel, I love DC, but this is for sure going to be an epic, and I hope the ratings are going to be high. I hope people saw this, I really do. And maybe if it continues the way it's going and, the action gets better, the effects get more awesome, the Firestorm suit coming next week, man, it's going to be crazy. And they start working more together. There will be hard times, there will be good times, but hopefully we'll see maybe a season 2. Some of the cast return, maybe. I hope no one dies in this, man. I hope everyone makes it to the end alive. And maybe we'll see the Flash later. We're happy to see Oliver Queen and Laurel in this episode, man. So thanks again. Comment down below. Tell me your favorite parts about Legends of Tomorrow. I'll give it like a rough 8 out of 10. A-. Thanks. I'll see you guys next week. I'll see you for Supergirl, Flash, Arrow, etc., etc. Subscribe if you want to see any more of the channel. Make sure to check it out. See you guys later. Remember, if you subscribe, you become legends.